It's essential to keep your focus in a game of sports. Mistakes may happen in a matter of mere seconds. Celebrate too much or too early, and it could end up being too costly. Always do your best to keep focus. It's like the first message which should always ring in the minds of all sportsmen. Surprisingly, some still manage to lose their heads. Today, we'll be looking at 5 athletes who celebrated too early. Number 5, table tennis player Zhang Jike stripped of winner's prize money for the celebration. Chinese table tennis player Zhang Jike paid for his exuberant celebrations when he won the Liebherr Men's World Cup final in Düsseldorf after having his winner's prize money withheld. After defeating compatriot Ma Long in a dramatic final on Sunday, Zhang celebrated by fly-kicking and advertising hoarding, repeating the trick at the other end of the arena, and then removed his shirt, throwing it into the crowd. The International Table Tennis Federation subsequently decided not to award Zhang his prize money, reported to be worth almost £28,000. "I'm very sorry for what I did," the ITTF quoted Zhang as saying. "It was not an acceptable behavior, and I'm very sorry." Number 4, a French soccer player's goal celebration backfired big time against Sweden. Sweden went into the second leg of their Euro 2015 qualifier against France, trying to recover from a 2-0 defeat a week prior in Le Mans. By the end of the night, they scored 4 goals, qualified in style, and taught the French defender Liebherr a lesson in humility. Be careful what you salute for. French defender Liebherr learned this the hard way when his signature celebration motion came back to haunt him. Just 2 minutes after he sunk one in the net for France in the Euro 2015 Under-21 qualifier and saluted farewell in the face of his Swedish opponent John Guidetti, the opposition side kicked one in to win the game at the last minute. The Swedes returned the salute, and not only did Guidetti go on to salute Kurzawa right back in his face, but the whole Swedish team got in on it, mocking the Frenchman for his earlier actions while taking their victory lap around the pitch. Number 3, Sabona Zagreb. This is a scene that seems to always come up when you consider athletes celebrating too soon. If there were a Hall of Fame for such humiliation, this moment would certainly be in the first ballot. The Huffington Post has a breakdown of the video that has slowly but surely become an internet favorite over the years. It all goes down in the NLB Championship between Sabona Zagreb and KK Partizan. The report states, after a pair of missed free throws from Partizan, Sabona raced up the court and nailed a 3-pointer from the baseline to take a 1-point lead. Although there were still 0.6 seconds left, Sabona celebrated on the court. It would still take a ridiculous shot from the distance to destroy Sabona's moment of victory. Hey, at least they won't forget the feeling from now on. Number 2, Dwight Pilgrim. For our purposes, we'll consider poker players athletes because this video is funny and we make the rules. Dwight Pilgrim sees the flop and does just about everything to celebrate, save actually leaving to take his family and friends to dinner. Despite believing it's all over, the poker player stays and finds out his fate. World Poker Tour has more from the 2010 hand that pitted Dwight Pilgrim against Ophir Moore, including words from a humbled Pilgrim. Mike Sexton, "I deserve that one a little bit." He relays to TV announcer Mike Sexton before continuing, "Mike, you better make that look funny when we do that runner on TV." Don't worry, it's indeed funny.
Now back in contention.
I deserve that.
Number 1, Audriana Portilla. This scene was covered in 2007 by Runner's Wild's Jim Fursell, and it's a great one to watch to see some humiliation that dates quite some years back. And really, this video has it all. Amazing feats of athleticism, cheering crowds, a late surge by an unlikely winner, and of course, one runner who did everything she could but looked back at the right time. Here's more from the interview with Fursell. "I didn't realize what happened," said Portilla, who was running her first major marathon. "Probably that was my mistake. I didn't check. I never looked behind. I thought if somebody was coming, everybody would be screaming that somebody was there." She first saw Berhane Adiri when the former track racer sprinted past with less than 50 meters to go. she had no time to respond. It's hard to say Portilla should have continued running hard until the finish line because it seems like she was chugging along as any competitor who is running that many miles would. Really, the only egregious error may have been not checking behind her at the right time. Although, slapping the hands of fans really didn't help her cause. Well, that's all folks, and while you're here, go ahead and check out some of these other awesome videos on the channel. See you next time!